Let me invite today's chief guest, Mr. Tilan Wijesekara, to address the gathering. Tilan Wijesekara is a highly accomplished thought leader and strategic consultant with a proven track record of success across diverse industries. He currently serves as independent non-executive director at Celans Development plc and director of strategy and marketing at Basulati, a leading international luxurious tea brand. His immediate past corporate role was as DGM Retail Banking at Ceylon Bank plc. He is a past president of the Sri Lankan Institute of Marketing. He has led his teams to win over 50 awards in branding, marketing, strategy, innovation, creativity, and digital. Tilan was also sought after judge, serving as jury chairman for the Slim Brands Excellence Award and judge at Effie Awards. Mr. Tilan Wijesekara, the stage is yours.
I think it's still good morning. Good morning, everyone. Um, Hemantha, distinguished panel of judges, special invitees, dear parents and speakers. Let me first thank the organizers, Hemantha and organizers, for inviting me to come and have a few words with you. But I must admit I'm very, very nervous now. I haven't felt this nervous in a long time. The reason is I think you picked the wrong chief guest because I think most of those little children could communicate much better than me. So judges, Menna Vanda, please don't judge me. Right? Otherwise, I might fail. Right? So just to start things off, I think some people might be wondering, why I'm wearing a pair of sunglasses and, talking to you all, pretending to be a rock star or something like that. I'm not a rock star. Hip hop, rock, mukut bear, right? Actually, I have a visual disability. So I can't read, I can't write. And I can't see a single face of anyone here in front of me, right? And even Hemantha, I think I've known Hemantha, thank you. Uh, Thank you. I think I've known Hemantha for about 15 plus years now. And, the good thing for Hemantha is the vision in my mind of Hemantha is about 15 years old when he looked much younger. He's not looking so much younger, I'm sure now, right? So that is my reality, right? This is my reality. I find it hard to function. Daily things that a lot of you find easy to do is very, very hard for me to do. Right? Even to operate the phone, I operate in voice commands and gestures and things like that. So things you take for granted are things that are really, really tough for me. So you would think that as possibly a differently able person or what you want to call it, I might be a little bit irrelevant to a society which is very visual in nature. Right? Our society is very visual. We all operate on our eyesight. That's the most important sense for most people. But then how do I stay relevant? Like, it's very kind of the computer to talk about my profile and what I do. So very earlier on in my life, I faced a lot of hardships. I remember growing up as a child, my father lost his eyesight. So we had a very tough upbringing. I remember I went to Royal College. I'm a Colombo 7 boy. So I thought I was very privileged. But in the midst of it, we lost everything. So I used to play cricket for Royal, under 15. When I was playing under 15, I was actually opening batting even for under 19. So I had a little bit of talent maybe. But because of the circumstances that we went through, I actually had to give up. I had to give up my cricket, which was the biggest thing for me in my life. I was a very shy boy. I was very backward. I could never even imagine coming here and standing in front of a crowd and talking like this, let alone talking in front of 2 or 3 people even. So after giving up cricket, I thought, no, I'm not going to give up again. That's the last time. I must succeed in life. I was very, very determined. Like these children who are here now, and when they keep growing up, you will find situations of trying to figure out what you want to do in life. So I was trying to figure out what do I want to do in life. I needed to survive. I needed to go out of the problems I was having. So I remember the first thing I did was I started a career in accounting. as an audit trainee. Then my second job, I worked as a sales rep. Then I got into marketing and branding. But I was a very shy boy, extremely shy. I couldn't talk, I couldn't relate to people. I'm still very shy individually. I can get on a stage and talk, but individually, I think, Hemanta, you also might know I'm a little bit shy, right? You might not say that. But I was trying to figure out now, what do I do to succeed in life? So, like when you are growing up, you will also have these same questions. What do I need to do? So I remember when I started possibly my CMA classes and then my CIM classes, I used to sit right in the back row, hiding, hoping that nobody will ever ask me a question, especially the lecturers. And there came a situation where my life changed like this, where I was working for this company called Ali Butler, and we launched this brand called Ninja. I don't know if you've heard of this brand, Ninja, mosquito coil. Denna, api balagana kawrud nani. It was a crazy campaign, so I was part of that launch team as a brand executive. So my lecturer was working for a competitor, Morty, and he used to always attack Ninja, not knowing that I was in the class. I started attacking back. So from the last row, I started coming and ended up right in the front row just to argue with the lecturer. That changed my life. Like I think this course, I must congratulate all of you parents and children for participating in this process, in this course, in this thing that you are doing today. Because that will help you change your children's lives for the better. For me, that was a turning point. For me, after that, I was trying to figure out, okay, how do I plan myself out? How do I find what I'm good at? So the most important things I can tell you, as all of us should think about, is first try to identify each child's talent. That's what I tried to do. I started in accounts, I realized that's not what I want to do. That's not my talent. After you identify what each child is good at, not every kid can be a great cricketer. Not every kid can be a doctor, a lawyer, engineer, whatever. There are plenty of professions today. A child might have a scientific brain, a mathematical brain, an artistic talent. There are so many different types of talents. First, try to identify your talent, dear children and parents. The biggest problem I see with parents today is that you try to live your dreams through your children. Please don't do that. Identify what your children are good at. Don't try to make them into something they are not. Identify what they could be good at. But do things like this that can help them develop their skills. Second, after you identify your talent, find what they love. Do they love that talent? Passion, I call it passion, M. Do they have a passion? Do they have a love for that? If they love that, then life can be so much better. Whether it's a sport or a subject that you learn or a career that you embark on. If you love it, you'll be better at it or you could be great at it. So find something that you can be passionate about and love too. Number 3, set goals. This speech actually was already repeated by so many better speakers than me here today, by the way, right? 3, set goals. Set yourself some objectives. What do you want to achieve? Whether it's in your school, how you want to pass your exams, or whether it's in your sports, what are the sports you want to do and how do you want to progress, or whether it's in your career and how you want to progress in that, what do you want to achieve? Number 4, be committed. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't work hard, you can't succeed. It can't happen. I've seen so many people. I've lectured and tutored and trained thousands of people. And I've also, even the last job, I think, where we worked together at the bank, I had about 350 people in my teams, in 10 departments. And continuously what I've seen over my career is the people who succeed most are the ones that really make use of that talent, work harder than everybody else to go beyond everybody. I've seen amazingly talented people fail. And I've seen average people like me do a little bit better. Why? Because we work so much harder. But a lot of people don't talk about the 5th factor I want to share with you. The 5th factor, today it was shared, the 5th factor is resilience. Don't give up. You can actually give up and still come back. I'm an example of that. I've been a person who's given up, but I've come back. So when I understood these kind of things very early on in my career, by the time I was about 23 years old, I managed to become one of the youngest brand managers in a multinational FMCG company. I mean, at 26, I became a senior manager in the largest conglomerate. 27, a marketing manager. 29, a head of marketing in one of the top 3 insurance companies. At 31, I was a GM working for Harry Javadhan, who just passed away. At the time, he was the richest businessman in the country. He was my boss. At 33, I became the youngest DGM, I think, in the banking industry. At 33, I became the youngest president of Slim. All these achievements mean nothing when at 39, I started losing my eyesight. Means nothing. Achievements mean nothing. Because then, you're back to square one. You have to relearn. I had to figure out, okay, now how do I stay relevant? How do I stay happy? How do I find some happiness in my life? Due to my life circumstances, I have to live alone and survive alone. So I can't depend on people. So I have to learn every day. Every day I use, some kids talked about artificial intelligence. I use AI every single day on my phone to keep updated. I use it, I use my assistants on the phone and technology on the phone to understand how to navigate a very visual world without the visibility that y'all have. So those 5 factors still hold value to me. That is what I still do. But ladies and gentlemen, why it's relevant for me to talk to you today is, I might have all those little bit of talent. I have a little bit of intelligence and a little bit of knowledge and a little bit of common sense. I also have, as you may notice, a little bit of communication skills. But if I didn't have this communication skill that I have, I would not be relevant today in a very visual world. So even this past week, I like let us mention, I sit on a board. I have a few companies that I'm part of that I run. I do my own consultancy. I do my own training. How can I do a consultancy or a training when I can't see the big screen? I can't see the laptop, but I still do it. You program yourself. You relearn as long as you can communicate. Just this last week, I got 3 people. I don't even promote my business because I don't want to do too much. Life I'm trying to make simpler. Just the last week, on Friday, I got a call from one of the top 3 media conglomerates in the country asking me, can I do a training program on branding? On Wednesday, I got a call from one of the top e-commerce companies in the country asking whether I can do a consultancy on strategy planning. On Monday, actually, I had a call. I don't know if it's spaced out. I got a call from a leading manufacturing and retail company to come and do a consultancy on strategy planning and growth for them. I can't see. But there's a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of common sense, and a little bit of communication skills. So that is what I want to share with you, the message. Y'all, please congratulate all yourselves for taking this decision to bring your children here today, to participate in this 3-month process that ends today. Wow. I was such a shy boy at 19 and 20. I couldn't talk like any of these children. No way. I still can't, I think. Amazing. I'm so amazed at that talent that I saw. But remember that I'm not congratulating you all for the winners who are going to come and collect awards as winners. No, no, no. I'm congratulating every single one of you for participating. Like I was having this chat with Hemanta. He was sharing with me as people came, kids came and said, this one was like this one was like this one was crying, this one didn't want to come today. But they all came. That is what should be congratulated. Because a winner you might take at this level has gone to this level. Fine, great, brilliant. But another child has gone here, 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 here. Every single person who has participated in this has improved. Yes or no, parents? Yes. Everybody has improved. So what you have done is you're taking a step in the right direction. That's what is important. Don't worry about winning or losing. Winning will come. It will happen. Just keep working hard. Identify the talent. Be passionate about that. Love what you do. Set some goals for them. Children, set yourself some goals. Next, commitment. Work really, really hard. And 5, life will throw you challenges. There are no guarantees in life. Like no guarantees on my vision. There are no guarantees in life. But I can guarantee you one thing. There's nothing you can guarantee. I can guarantee you one thing. If you keep improving your communication skills and become effective communicators like your children are becoming right now, you will be better than what you are right now. Whether it's in a sport, whether it's in your school career, whether it's in your extracurricular activities, or whether it's in your work career thereafter, you will stand out in society. That's the only way I'm here. Right? So I'd like to take a moment as I finish my speech to please for asking everybody other than the children to remain seated. Everybody else, even if I can ask Hemanta and the jury as well, if you can all get up and give a big round of applause for the amazing children, for the amazing job that they did. A big round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. So that's what you do when you know that you're not as a good speaker as the children who spoke before you. That's how you ensure that you clap for me. Thank you very much.